Okay, so I'm just going to show you now how to administer some adrenaline intramuscular into a patient. So for the purpose of this exercise, we're going to imagine our patient's suffering an anaphylaxis post local anaesthetic injection, and we're suggesting that that's the cause of the anaphylaxis reaction. I'll put a graphic up on one of the videos here to show you the difference between anaphylaxis and the toxicity or an actual overdose, just for your information. But the important thing to remember is, if somebody's suspected of anaphylaxis, the first thing you do before anything else is you call for help. This client needs further medical attention regardless of the outcome of the use of adrenaline. So if this is an emergency situation now, we should be calling for an ambulance or the crash team depending on the situation, and you should be asking for at least one or even two members of staff to be with you and another one to go for help. So remember, don't send the only person you have to help you with CPR if it's needed away for help. They need to go and find someone and then come back to you. Okay, so it's really easy. So for all the podiatrists out there, this is going to be our thigh. So if you're a podiatrist, we're aiming for vastus lateralis, so the anterior lateral aspect of the thigh. It's a nice bulky muscle. We're not going to hit bone, we're not going to hit any major vessels, because we need a good intramuscular injection. So it's going to wipe down the injection area. We'll crack on now because the patient is starting to wheeze and their airways are starting to close, so we're very concerned. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our ampule, and as we're checking it, we're going to be wiping it. So we're checking its adrenaline 1 to 1000. We'll take all the liquid out of the head as we're doing it, and we'll wipe it and pop it down. So we're going to use the snap at this time, and just give that a wipe and pop that down. So what we're going to do is we'll snap it. So this time we're using a 23 gauge 1 1/4 needle. So the lumen's quite large, so it helps because we're going to use the same needle to draw up and then administer. So again, we're checking it's in date. There's a lot number clearly visible, and we're going to open. Okay, so we've knocked out the air of the syringe. We've driven it up to 0.5. We're ready to go. So we hold it like a dart. Now this is the lateral anterior aspect of the thigh, so the vastus lateralis we're aiming for. So we still, if the skin is exposed, then we're looking for as much skin tension as we can. So thumb and finger, 90 degrees, and we're going to pop it in. If the skin isn't exposed, so if they're wearing leggings or something that can be easily pierced by the needle, that's okay. But it's preferable to try and get the skin exposed if you can. So skin tension, warn the patient, little scratch, Mr. Bloggs. Pop through the skin. We're going to progress the needle down, so we're well inside the muscle bulk, but we're not going to push it down to the hilt. We still need to see some of the needle there. We're going to aspirate, so pull back on the plunger ever so slightly. That's fine, and then we're going to hold it nice and steady, and we're going to plunge at a steady pace, not too quick. It's an emergency situation, but there's no need to panic. There's no need to drive the drug in too quick. Never drive all the way to the bottom, so we stop at the mark. So you'll see there, just at the mark, I've not put it right to the bottom. Hold it like a dart, hold the leg, withdraw, 0.5, 1 to 1000 adrenaline administered. Check the patient's vital signs, make them comfortable, put them in a recovery position if they're struggling with consciousness, and we'll wait for help to arrive. If in 5 minutes they're still suffering the symptoms, you can reapply the adrenaline again, 0.5 every 5 minutes.